The media wants Victor Wembanyama out of San Antonio, and this isn't a wild take by Kendrick Perkins. One of ESPN's most respected reporters said this.
I don't know how patient he's going to be, because when I watch him play, that man is competitive. He wants to win. And how long do you give him, Malika? Year, two?
A year max.
Wow, 1 year max? ESPN got slammed for this. But look at Wemby's face. This is after one of his best games this year. He is miserable. So the media calls him restless, not gonna sit through a rebuild, but they are assuming San Antonio takes the OKC approach. A small market team with a smart front office got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, took 5 years to build a contender. That is a long time. But the Spurs have a different plan for Wemby, and it's not what you might think. For some reason, my son doesn't want to watch games with me yet. Probably because he's 2 years old, but I found the perfect way to get him into NBA basketball early. NBA Ballers are fun capsules that feature the hottest players in the game, frozen in game time celebrations. There are over 30 to collect, including the epic rare editions. If you find a City Edition jersey or a mini trophy, you are in luck. Each capsule comes with a puzzle piece to build the full court puzzle, display minis, and launchers.
Oh my god, I wasn't recording.
What?
Just kidding.
One of my favorite players to watch right now is Jason Tatum. I've got him in 2 different jerseys here, but there's also guys like DeMar DeRozan, LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Nikola Jokic, Chris Paul, and many more. So if you're a collector or you know somebody who might be, it is the perfect thing for an NBA fan. Click the link in the description to start collecting the 5 surprise NBA Ballers capsules. See if you can collect them all. They're also available at Target and Walmart. Again, click the link in the description thanks to NBA Ballers. Now, the only way for ESPN's prediction to come true is if Wemby turned down a rookie max extension to leave early. That has never happened in NBA history. But Wemby ain't like anyone else. We knew dude was a freak of nature coming in. Like, who has this flexibility at 7'4"? But he is arguably the greatest rookie of all time. There has never been a rookie named first team all defense. But Wemby is second in Defensive Player of the Year to Rudy Gobert. He will be first team. He's already the first rookie with 20 points, 10 boards, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. It's been done before by Hall of Fame players in their prime, not rookies. This is who Wemby compares to. He is so good, Wemby can win right now, but there's a problem. His teammates. Look, I'm not trying to hate, but this is like Albert Einstein in a high school algebra class. He's too good for this. The Spurs have the worst defense in the NBA without Wemby. When he's in the game, it goes to 6th, better than the Knicks or the Heat. Like, what is this? Is that a block or a steal? I've never seen someone just snatch the ball like that. He makes LeBron James look small, but that gets to the Spurs' winning blueprint. SA has been outscored by 488 points this year, a minus 7.5 net rating, but plus 71 and a plus 3.1 net rating when Wemby plays with point guard Trey Jones. Which means his teammates suck, but a decent point guard makes a huge difference. So with this knowledge, the Spurs know exactly what to do. This year was all about learning who Wemby is on the court. It started with Jeremy Sohan at point guard, Wemby at power forward. That was an 18-game losing streak, so now Wemby is at center and Trey Jones at point. The Spurs will look at other teams who quickly built around a star. The first comp is Kevin Durant. KD was drafted by a Sonics team just as bad as San Antonio. Like, seriously, outscored by 495 points, minus 7.7 net rating, identical to Wemby's rookie year. But after sucking for 2 seasons, they drafted Russell Westbrook at 4 and James Harden at 3. KD then on a 50-win team as Russ became an easy all-star. But that blueprint will never work. San Antonio will probably have a top 3 pick this year, but never again with Wembanyama. He is that good. This will be their one and only chance to get a top 3 pick. And will it be Russ? No. Everyone says this draft sucks, and even in a good draft, you have to get lucky. Like 2 players taken before Russ, Michael Beasley and OJ Mayo. Dodged a bullet. So strike the KD blueprint off the list. Next is LeBron James. Everyone knew LeBron was amazing year 1, so the Cavs built around him quick and made the finals in year 4. The problem was execution. Instead of smart, sustainable moves, they got subpar co-stars like Mo Williams or washed-up Shaq. And this wasn't all their fault, but Cleveland was afraid to lose LeBron, so they weren't patient. What the Spurs will look at instead is Dwayne Wade and Blake Griffin. The Heat drafted Wade 5th overall in 03. He was so good as a rookie, they went from out of the playoffs to a 4 seed. But they really found out how special he was in his very first playoff game.
Game 1 will be decided right here. Wade puts it up. It's good! Yeah, baby!
So Miami traded for late prime Shaq so Wade would be Kobe 2.0, and in 2 years, they won the chip. But a more realistic example is Blake Griffin. They had to wait multiple seasons for the right player to become available, and with a little luck, got Chris Paul. So the only thing that will work is trading for a superstar to pair with Wemby. The draft and free agency require too much luck, but SA is in prime position to make a star trade. They have all their own first-round picks, plus 2 from awful Atlanta, and maybe a Raptors top 10 this year. They also have cap space flexibility and good young players. So who will they target? Well, rumors say Trae Young. In fact, The Ringer said Atlanta discussed a potential Young trade with San Antonio before this year's trade deadline. They already had talks. Trae has made noise about wanting to play with Wemby, but I think it would be a mistake. Yeah, Trae throws a great lob, but not only is his defense an issue, I'm concerned about his ego. Trae has butted heads with coaches and players his entire time in Atlanta. How's he gonna react to Pop screaming at him and Wemby getting all the spotlight? That would be a panic move like the Cavs with young LeBron. But if they wait a year or 2, several stars will become available. Every year, it's like, oh, Kawhi wants out of San Antonio. Jimmy Butler the same season. AD in New Orleans. Or KD, Kyrie, and Harden on the Nets. Last season, we had Damian Lillard. One thing we know, if you don't like the current star, another one's coming right behind him. So who is next after Trae Young? Well, my best fits start with Giannis. Last year, he lost as a 1 seed in the first round, so they panicked to get Damian Lillard. But this season has been chaos, and if Milwaukee loses again, Giannis will be upset. He already warned the Bucks about leaving if they can't win, and Wemby would be the perfect co-star. Giannis thrives with Brook Lopez, a center who stretches the floor. Since December 27th, Wemby is averaging 4 blocks a game on 38% from 3. A better version of what Giannis is used to. But the other perfect fit would be Luka Doncic. The Mavs are a current example of failing a rebuild. They got the star, but whiffed on getting him help. Kristaps Porzingis was an awkward fit. Kyrie doesn't complement Luka's game. If anything, he's the same player, ball dominant, bad on defense. After this season, Luka has 2 years left on his deal, about the time we hear noise about a trade. Other potential stars to keep an eye on: Cat, Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid, maybe Zion Williamson? All we know is Wemby is not like other rookies, and the Spurs know this. They are smart enough to build around him quickly. They're not dumb enough to do what the Cavs did with LeBron, and the KD blueprint won't work. They will take the D Wade and Blake Griffin path of trading for the right star, and that is not Trae Young. But if they get Giannis, might have to take Thanasis too. The older brother has gotten so much hate recently, but you can actually make the case he's the most important Buck outside of the Greek Freak.